Anyway, we're not going to talk about DC statehood right now. Let's talk about this fucking shooting first, and then we'll get to DC statehood, okay? I'm going to get into... I'm going to go through the details right now. Okay, we're just going to go through the details. If there's like a good article that you want me to look at, there's a Detroit News article that was pretty good, right? Or Denver Post. Here you go. There was a Boulder shooting, okay? A suspect who is a 21-year-old Arvada man was arrested on 10 counts of first-degree murder. He buys a gun 6 days before this shooting. He kills 10 victims.
Thanks for the content, brother.
He kills 10 people, including one police officer who responded to the scene. And the age range was from 20 to 65 years old. The 10 people shot and killed by a gunman on Monday in Boulder King Supers ranged in age 20 to 65, included at least one grocery store worker and a police officer rushing to the rescue. The gunman was identified earlier today. Yesterday, everyone was talking about how, you know, white men are whatever, and the Republicans were saying, hold on now, do not politicize this. What the fuck are you doing? And now those very same people who were like upset at the supposed left-wing members that were politicizing this shooting and talking about like white supremacy or whatever, or rushing to conclusions about white supremacy immediately. Those very same people that were criticizing them are now doing the exact same thing on the opposite end and saying, oh no, it's because Islam. This is ISIS. This guy is Islam. He loves Islam. He loves, you know, the Prophet Muhammad, and that's why he did this, because, you know, this is how Muslims are. You know, and now, of course, we're going to get a lot of this in the chat today as well. Okay, brother. I'm happy you got that out of the way, okay? Oh, shit, I should deny it. Anyway. Do not watch this on stream, but this is an insane live stream starting seconds after the shooting started. Okay, I'm not going to watch that at all. Streamer well known to Boulder cops. Wait, so there's a fucking live streamer that's known in Boulder that literally live streamed the shooting? That cop was looking for a new job in the process of this. He had 7 kids and was worried of this exact thing happening. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's it's really, really unfortunate what happened to that cop. Straight up. That's a dude who's doing his job. Okay? 100%. That is literally a dude who is doing his fucking job. That cop. And he died a hero. The 21-year-old from Arvada, he wore a tactical vest, carried a handgun and a long gun, a Ruger AR-556 that he had purchased 6 days earlier, according to his arrest warrant affidavit, which was released Tuesday. He did not answer many questions asked by arresting officers about the shooting in the store and its parking lot, and is expected to face 10 counts of first-degree murder. Officials worked throughout the night to notify families of the victims of their loved ones' deaths. The last family was notified about 4 a.m. Everyone was notified. Boulder Police Chief Maris Herold identified the suspect as Ahmed Al-Aliwi Alissa. Authorities said that there's an extensive investigation into his background, but that he has lived in the U.S. for most of his life. So as soon as this happened, now all hell has fucking broken loose. Apparently the dude had tweeted, this is stuff that, some of the stuff that I'm telling you is not fully verified yet. So actually I probably shouldn't even mention it. But yeah, this fucking piece of shit had like allegedly tweeted about like Islamophobia and stuff. But as soon as his background was revealed, it's like, you know, it's no longer someone having a bad day. Which obviously is not an acceptable retort in this circumstance as well, by the way. So, for the record, make no mistake, I'm not saying that he just had a bad day. That would be an insane thing for me to fucking say. Here are some more details. Police responded 2:40 p.m. Monday to the King Supers at 3600 Table Mesa Drive after people reported an active shooter. There was apparently some dipshit who fucking live streamed the process. Witnesses told police that the suspect shot out the window in a vehicle, that he chased a man towards a nearby street, and that he fired multiple shots inside the grocery store, according to the suspect's arrest affidavit. King Supers employees at the scene told police they saw the suspect shoot a man in the parking lot, then stand over the fallen man and shoot him several more times. They entered the building within minutes and exchanged gunfire with the suspect, shooting him in the leg. Officer Talley died in the store. Alyssa surrendered after officers entered the store while carrying body shields, according to the affidavit. He had taken off most of his clothes, laid down his guns, and walked backwards towards the officers. He did not answer many of the arresting officers' questions, but asked for his mother, according to the affidavit. The arresting officers did not believe Alyssa was impaired by drugs or alcohol. He was transported to Boulder Hospital in a stable condition. They conducted surveillance on the house that he was at. They detained a woman near the house who said she was the wife of the suspect's brother. She says she saw Alyssa play about 2 days prior with a gun that she described as looking like a machine gun. Police learned that the subject purchased, and we already talked about this, the Ruger AR-556 6 days before the shooting. Alyssa has a minor criminal history in Colorado, according to the Colorado Bureau of Investigation and Courts records. He was convicted of misdemeanor assault in 2018 for an incident that happened in 2017 and was sentenced to 2 months probation and 48 hours of community service. At the time when he was 18, he attacked a classmate at the Arvada West High School, according to an affidavit filed in the case. He punched the classmate in the head without warning, and then when the boy fell to the ground, he continued to punch him. So no like significant priors beyond that either. Snelling would not, I mean, that's potentially something. That's potentially someone who should have been hit with a red flag law, but you know, we can't have that. So that's pretty significant, dude. It's a big jump, guys. The fuck are you talking about? Like, from 2 18-year-olds punching one another to, you know, doing a mass fucking murder, like literally a terror attack, like a lone wolf terror attack, is kind of a leap. You know what I mean? It's kind of a jump. The fuck do you mean? Anyway. An arrest warrant was signed about 3 a.m. Doherty said the gunman will be held fully responsible. We still don't know what the motive is. Boulder Mayor Sam Weaver said the people at the grocery store were going about their daily business, have family and friends, loves and passions and dreams of tomorrows that will no longer come. It's a fucking pretty cut and dry. We are back to America's most important pandemic, which is our mass shooting, not pandemic, sorry, epidemic. We're back in business. You know, just now that we're like kind of on the tail end with dealing with COVID, now it's time for our most important, most significant epidemic to make a comeback, which is mass shootings. So nature is healing. America is going back to doing mass shootings. That we can. You literally just said he assaulted someone unknowing. Then you said he was fight with the kid. What was it, dude? Do you lack the capability of reading comprehension on your own? Do you want me to fucking feed you every fucking talking point like a little baby? Like, here's the airplane coming into your mouth. We literally read it together. He was 18 years old and he had a misdemeanor assault in 2018 for an incident that happened in 2017 where he attacked a classmate at the age of 18 in his fucking high school. It's a massive leap to go from that. That should be something that comes up in your fucking criminal record, which probably should give second looks or even completely discontinues you from getting a weapon without an additional psych profile. Okay? That's my point. But having said that, it is a massive jump from like someone being like, oh, he attacked a classmate, so obviously like, you know, he was going to be a mass shooter. Anyway. The servers pissed the grocery store for being open during the pandemic. Wonder if it had anything to do with it. What? No. I have no idea what the fuck happened, guys. I don't know. I don't know what the fucking motive is. I have no idea. His motive could be that he was fucking mad. His motive could be that... Like, why are you guys throwing up? Oh, you're throwing up question marks to that chatter. Yeah, no, that's a really silly fucking motive. Yeah, no, I don't think he was like shooting up a fucking grocery store because he was mad. Listen, 2 mass shootings in 1 week. Does this America on his downfall? No, man. It's just America back at it again. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Mass shootings are very common in this country. COVID lockdowns kind of stopped that from happening, so we're back. Maybe people who were like trying to reopen the economy were just trying to reopen it so we can go back to fucking doing mass shootings again. You know, we got to reopen the schools too.
Close the loopholes in our background check system, including the Charleston loophole. That's one of the best tools we have right now to prevent gun violence. The Senate should immediately pass. Let me say it again. The United States Senate, I hope some are listening, should immediately pass the 2 House-passed bills that close loopholes in the background check system.
Are you seriously stating that someone who has a high school fight should get a criminal psychological profile before he obtains a gun? Well, then fuck it. Psychological profiles for everyone who wants to obtain a gun. What a fucking bullshit take that is. Oh, wait. No, I do think that. Yes. Yeah, no, I think that would be great. Yeah, I'm sorry. Guys, if you want a fucking murder dildo, which are very cool and very fun to fucking use, I admit, then it should be a little bit harder to fucking get the murder dildo. It's literally just a murder dildo, okay? I don't give a fuck if a parchment says that this is a God-given right to you. I am a human being with a brain cell that has the capacity to comprehend that you know, this notion that like the founding fathers wanted everyone to be armed with RPGs is an idiotic notion. And if you look throughout history, it's a relatively new Supreme Court decision, or a relatively new interpretation from the Supreme Court in comparison to how people have seen the Second Amendment throughout American history. It's absolutely ridiculous to assume that everyone should have a fucking AR-15. And if people are going to have AR-15s, then they should be able to demonstrate that they know how to use it and they're fucking responsible. Like, none of the things I'm saying are controversial. Universal background checks, okay? No more straw purchases. No more gun show loopholes. You literally have to fucking show that you demonstrate the capabilities that you have to actually fucking be able to use the gun appropriately, kind of similar to a license system. I do not give a fuck if the government has access to this information, okay? That's just the reality. You need an ID for an insurance for a car. You need a permit to distill alcohol and another to sell it. It's ridiculous. It is completely fucking ridiculous that this is a legitimate goddamn conversation that we're having. I also want to discontinue AR-15s in its entirety and AR-15 style of weapons in its entirety, but that's a whole separate conversation. We already have too many in circulation to begin with. Like, Yeah, they're fucking fun to shoot. I know. I shoot them. I've shot them. All right? I understand. But it's just fun. Like, it's just a hobby. You're being ridiculous. You're not saving anyone. You're not saving yourself. You're not it has no utility beyond a fucking hobby, okay? You want to have a cool thing that you fuck around with and shoot and know that and know that like you have this powerful toy that could end someone's life if need be. Now, this doesn't pertain to people who legitimately use it for fucking hunting and shit, but no one's hunting with an AR-15, motherfucker. Okay? Write as many paragraphs as you want. Ultimately, I find it really fucking stupid that this is not even common sense. Countries that have looser gun restrictions have more gun violence. America, with respect to comparable OECD nations, has an incredibly high rate of gun violence. It's like unheard of in other countries. Okay? We've had this argument back and forth a gajillion times over. It's literally the dumbest fucking argument ever. Okay? Switzerland has higher rates of gun ownership, and therefore they have higher rates of gun violence in comparison to other European countries, but it's nothing in comparison to the United States. Why? Because at least in the country of Switzerland, they have some reasonable gun control. Okay? If you want to have a well-regulated militia, then fucking regulate it, dumbass. You can't just... Well-regulated militia doesn't mean, like, give every Tom, Dick, and Harry an AR-15 that they can shove up their assholes. Or handguns, too, for that matter. Democrats in power, media starts talking about gun control again, kind of sus. Well, the fucking baboons that are saying like, well, Joe Biden is president, so Muslim attacks are happening again, also don't recognize that, like, no, there were fucking Muslim terror attacks in the beginning of Trump's presidency as well. There was a dude who fucking rammed a car into a bunch of people. I think it was like in New York, right? In the beginning of Trump's presidency as well. It happens. It's way, way, way more rare in regards to like the shooter or the terrorist being Muslim is way, way, way more rare than the shooter being a white supremacist. Okay? Las Vegas shooting as well. Motherfucker, Stephen Paddock? Really? Stephen Paddock is Muslim? Are you insane? Are we really doing that right now? You really... Motherfucker by the name of Stephen Paddock was a Islamist Muslim. Even like professional fucking ISIS people that like cover ISIS professionally were like, yeah, ISIS claiming responsibility for this one is ridiculous. Like, I know that they don't normally fucking do like, they don't fake take over other terror attacks. Yeah, it must have been Stephen Paddock, the fucking Islamist. I was saying that happened under Trump, not that he was Muslim. Oh, okay, sorry. I thought you were trying to say that fucking Stephen Paddock was operating at the behest of like, Al-Qaeda or something. Yeah. Hello, I'm Henry Bob. I'm Henry Bob Johnson. I'm a Muslim man. No, the reason why Stephen Muhammad Syed Paddock, obviously. First white Muslim? No, Muslims can be white. That's like so dumb. That is also an incredibly dumb argument because this dude is fucking Syrian. Okay? The Boulder dude is Syrian. Syrians are literally classified as fucking white. I am a white Muslim. Like, so people who are being like, I can't believe, blah, 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 I can't believe that people are saying he's white. Like, they're crazy. No, like, motherfucker is white, okay? Just like I am. I am white, but I'm Muslim. The government doesn't want a well-regulated militia. That's why you hardly ever hear that argument. Yeah, well-regulated militia, my ass, dude. Do you think he should get the death penalty? No. I don't think anyone should get the death penalty. I also don't think the fucking... I don't think the dude who shut up in Atlanta should get the death penalty either. Because I don't believe in the death penalty. I am anti-capital punishment. Anyway, well-regulated militia. No, the well-regulated militia is funny when you think about fucking the Gravy SEALs. Like, that's the well-regulated militia. Yeah, well-regulated militias stormed the Capitol. We saw how fucking well they were regulated. Maybe they should regulate some bitches, dude. That's what the well-regulated militia should do. Anyway, let's see what the fuck Biden had to say about this from the top.
We can close the loopholes in our background check system, including the Charleston loophole. That's one of the best tools we have right now to prevent gun violence. The Senate should immediately pass, let me say it again, the United States Senate, I hope some are listening, should immediately pass the 2 House-passed bills that close loopholes in the background check system. These are bills that receive votes of both Republicans and Democrats in the House. This is not and should not be a partisan issue. This is an American issue. It will save lives, American lives, and we have to act. We should also ban assault weapons in the process. I'll have much more to say as we learn more.
Can Biden alone pass the needed legislation that he's advocating for? Fuck no, dude. We're not going to get shit. You're not going to get shit, okay? If you think that guns are going to be controlled in any meaningful capacity in the aftermath of this, you haven't been in America for too long, or your eyes have been closed. I said this. I've been saying this since fucking Sandy Hook, dude, okay? When that shit happened, and we went back to the norm a week later, it was over, all right? It was done. There will never be... It won't happen. If you kill white children in a fucking daycare and we can't get any sort of gun control, it's not happening. Like, there is no amount of cruelty that you can watch and not completely overlook because you want to play with your murder dildo. That's just the truth. Okay? I'm sorry. That's literally the truth. Gun manufacturers are incredibly powerful in this country. It's one of the few viable, robust industries that we have here in the United States of America. And whatever they want goes. Gun manufacturers do not want regulation. Gun manufacturers want you to be fucking terrified. They want you to buy all the cool parts. They want you to buy as many guns as possible. And people will keep buying it. And they want zero regulation to be around it. And there are a fuckload. There are millions of responsible gun owners, okay? There are millions of responsible gun owners, certainly. They keep their guns safe. They keep it in a fucking safe. They transport it. That's like dissected. You know, they put it together at the fucking shooting range or whenever they're actually going out shooting. There are millions of fucking gun owners that just use it exclusively to hunt. There are some areas in America where it makes sense that you would need to have a fucking handgun or a firearm to defend yourself because you live in bumfuck nowhere. Cops are not going to fucking show up. Not that it would ever come to that point, but I totally understand why you would need to have that. Okay? But because of the way that the gun manufacturers have set this argument up as like a constitutional one and one that pertains to the American consumer identity of like being able to have a murder dildo is a part of your fucking character, a part of your existence, you're never going to be able to put a dent in meaningful, well-intentioned regulation as it pertains to purchasing weapons. Okay? Abolishing the NRA in and of itself is not going to solve the problem either. NRA is fucking themselves over because they tried to get into the content space, which was really stupid. Come on, NRA. What are you, dumb? You think you can do what I do on a fucking day-to-day basis? Get the fuck out of here. It's not just the NRA. It is a culture war issue that Republicans have latched on because it takes a prong of American identity and just fucking rams it into another one. Americans love, because they have nothing else. We have no sense of community. We have nothing. We have no sense of purpose in our day-to-day lives. We feel so profound amounts of alienation from our work. So we only associate our culture and our identity with our consumption. Okay? That's it. And guns are a part of that. We are consuming that. Gun culture is directly tied to the identity of so many fucking Americans. So when you try to ban guns, you're basically saying, fuck you, I don't care about your identity, like fuck yourself. Fuck everything you believe in. It's sad, but it's the truth. So it's a chicken or the egg kind of situation. Like, was it the NRA that so successfully created this culture? Or were people so desperate to look for any sort of consumption, commodity consumption, to tie to their closely tied to their fucking identities? Is it the violence that you see all around? Who knows? But it's a multitude. It's a collection of all of those reasons as to why gun culture is so profoundly important for so many goddamn Americans. And I say this as someone who likes shooting guns, motherfucker. I like shooting guns. They're fun as fuck, okay? Fully automatic. Very fun. I've shot automatic shotguns. I've shot Dracos. I've shot fucking AR-15s. I've shot all manner of different handguns. It's fun. I totally understand it. But anyone who tries to take it one step further and acts like, you know, I need this AR-15, brother, for fucking home defense. Like, shut the fuck up. You don't need the AR-15 for home defense. You want the AR-15 because it looks cool, motherfucker. That's it. That's literally it. That's the reason. You're too much of a pussy to admit it, though. It's cool. It's tactical. You get all the little custom mods. It's basically the toxic masculine equivalent of a fucking Gucci bag. Okay, it's in the same price range too. That's just it. That's literally it. Okay. You just want a Gucci bag. The problem is the Gucci bag doesn't fucking murder people. Okay. The only utility for a gun is murder, is to end a life. Yeah, it's the RGB computer for military wannabes. Exactly. And people who were in the military, too. Anyway. How about bump stocks after Las Vegas? Bump stocks are not like a legitimate fucking concern for gun manufacturers. Okay, with the exception of that one fucking specific bump stock manufacturer, like it makes up a fraction of the fucking market. It's also hard to use too. Do you know what a bump stock is? If you're unfamiliar with what a bump stock is, it basically, using the kickback from the semi-automatic weapon that you're using, turns a semi-automatic weapon into an automatic weapon, basically, okay? By fucking constantly kicking back, it turns your shit into an automatic weapon by making you basically pull the trigger fast enough with the semi-auto that it's like a fucking automatic weapon. A very unstable automatic weapon. Hard to use. Oh my god, you sound so dumb on this topic. I'm sorry that I don't fuck my ass with a fucking AR-15 every day, okay? Shut the fuck up. Gun weebs are the most delusional freakazoids, okay? You are such a fucking loser, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You are a gigantic fucking dweeb loser who literally waits for the opportunity to literally just be like, streamer doesn't know enough about guns. Like, no one cares, okay? Just put on your fucking furry costume and go to your dumb fucking Ku Klux Klan rally gun shows and shut the fuck up. And if you keep this up, I'm going to keep saying assault rifle 15 and fucking magazine. And I'm going to use magazine and clip interchangeably. So you fucking, so your brain explodes. Just like, it's so annoying. Like, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. Okay, bro. I'm glad you know everything, dude. Okay? It's like, you have a hobby. I know a decent amount about your hobby, way more than most people who fucking cover this shit from a leftist or a liberal point of view. Bump stocks are not easy to fucking use. And it doesn't even matter because bump stocks are fucking bullshit. They are not like they don't put a dent in the market. And even then, it took a while to, like, actually fully fucking ban them. Anyway. Yeah, gun companies love this cycle because the threat of law drives gun sales up. Yeah, of course. Of course. Of course. That's the other sad part about it. The other sad part about the story is that gun manufacturers love these conversations. AR is easier to use than a handgun. I would totally take my AR-15 for home defense. No, motherfucker. You should be able to get a handgun for home defense and also go through the fucking proper training to be able to use it appropriately. That's my point. Like, learn how to use a goddamn pistol. What the fuck? What is this? It's an insane... It's an insane fucking take, dude. Unless you are literally, again, unless you are literally defending your home from a fucking death squad, okay? You think that they're going to knock down your fucking door and you're going to need to tactically take down multiple assailants, okay? At the same time, you do not need an AR-15 for home defense. Use a fucking shotgun and then, you know, work on the drywall, motherfucker. You're not going to be able to aim well anyway and when push comes to shove. Okay? You're going to have to do some... You're going to have to work a little bit inside of your home if you ever have a situation like that. But it'll work to your advantage. Devil's advocate, what if they also have an AR-15? Okay, devil's advocate. What if they have a rocket launcher? Like, what kind of devil's advocate is that? Okay, what if the home invaders are tactically equipped with a rocket launcher? We need nukes. I need to have a nuclear weapon, okay? So that I can... The only way to defend myself is by having a fucking rocket launcher at home. There's no other way to do it. That's why I have a 50 cal. Because, you know... What if the death squad that is about to come knocking down my door and steal my fucking billiard table, okay? And you know, in my man cave, I have a Budweiser fucking light up lamppost. They're gonna come for that. This is the most precious item I own, and this death squad is coming for it. I need to have a fucking 50 cal because they're probably going to roll through with an armored personnel carrier. And the only thing that can put a dent in that fucking armor is a goddamn Bird 50 cal. I need to have this for home defense. Okay? Yeah, that's why I have a Metal Gear in my backyard, brother. Yeah, don't worry, brother. They're not coming for your Pokemon cards, okay? Bro, AR is definitely easier for home defense. It only takes like 2 hours to attach the scope, stand, stock, barrel, extended mag, and K-pop keychain. Yeah. Anyway, it is like... It is a fucking ridiculous argument that gets more and more ridiculous. Hassan, bad compare. We can all easily buy an AR-15, but not a rocket launcher. You are arguing in bad faith a lot in this when it isn't even necessary. Dude, you are creating a false scenario in which, in your mind, like, it should work well. Like, in your mind, you have created a fake scenario, so I'm just upping the fucking ante there. Okay? Compare. Should doctors have a say in whether or not you should be allowed to own a gun, like for mental health issues? I do think so, but that's something that people will go around as well. Anyway, let's keep going with whatever the fuck Joe Biden is saying here.
Those poor folks who died left behind families. It leaves a big hole in their hearts. And we can save lives, increasing the background checks so that they're supposed to occur, and eliminating assault weapons and the size of magazines. We don't know all the detail yet on that. But I'll be talking to you more later today or in the next couple of days about what else we know. May God bless you all and those families who are mourning today because of gun violence in Colorado and Georgia, all across the country. We have to act so there's not more of you, there's fewer of you as time goes on. Thank you so much.
Will you introduce new gun legislation, Mr.
Anyway, I wonder why you can't get a rocket launcher easily. Why can't we just do that with an AR-15? I think you're wrong. I think we should be able to get rocket launchers easily as well. Bro, don't you realize you just made a great argument for allowing even more powerful weapons? Yeah, only if you're a fucking moron. That's my point, dude. And by the way, guess what? With the amount of surplus weapons with the amount of small arms surplus weapons that we have that are beyond like literal fucking AR-15s, like the way that the M4 or the M16 and all of the other like civilian usage guns that were created in the aftermath of Vietnam, we probably will expand on guns that civilians can use. Get ready for fucking grenade launchers, okay? Civilian use grenade launchers. Hey, when BLM's coming down your doorstep, you better be ready. You better recognize you're going to need to have a grenade launcher, okay? How come the cops get to have grenade launchers, but I can't? Yeah, get ready. Get ready for fucking grenade launchers. And then maybe some, you know, maybe some single-use fucking rocket launchers, too. We should have that, brother. I need to have a single-use rocket launcher. I sleep with an impact grenade under my pillow, liptard. Exactly. I think the problem is, I mean, you could literally go and get a grenade launcher right now. The hardest part is the grenades themselves, I think. My dad literally has ammo stocked up for when Antifa comes, and we live out in fucking rural Ohio. See, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm sorry, your dad shouldn't have guns. Okay, like literally, anyone who says shit like I need this arsenal of weaponry to take down black folk when they come into my neighborhood, like you should not have a gun. You literally should not have a gun until someone slaps some fucking sense into you. You should not own a weapon. They already got launchers. The explosive is hard to get. Most are gas canisters or dud projectiles. Yeah. After Sandy Hook, the Republican majority Senate stopped gun control reform. Senate is majority Democrat now. Why do you still have no faith in it? Because it doesn't matter. Like, you're not going to eliminate the fucking filibuster on an issue that most Americans are not even aligned on. Especially like banning AR-15s. I don't think it's as popular as Democrats think they are. Despite the fact that universal gun control is incredibly popular. It's like 90% and has been 90% for a very long time. But get ready for fucking cinema and like, you know, some dumbass hog Democrats to want to put a name for themselves out there.